If you have a child struggling in school, primitive reflexes may be the underlying cause. If you have a child struggling, whether it's academically, behaviorally, or even socially, primitive reflexes might be the cause. If you've never heard of primitive reflexes before, that's okay. Most people haven't. In this next video series, I'll go through all the primitive reflexes and explain to you how these may be standing in the way of your child having success in all areas of their life. So what are primitive reflexes? Primitive reflexes are an infant's inborn programming that they come into the world with. Primitive reflexes are there to aid an infant first to be born and then second to survive in the first few months of life before they have higher brain functioning. Reflexes are exactly that. They are movements that are automatically wired into the brain that don't require any thought by the infant. Infant reflexes are meant to go away in the first 6 months to year and a half of life. They're integrated into the system. The reflexive movements that are caused by these primitive reflexes give the brain a chance to learn what it's supposed to do on its own. And once the brain knows, the reflexes can go dormant. The problem is that if a reflex does not go dormant for any reason, either it wasn't successfully achieved, it wasn't done enough, or there was some sort of interruption or block to this reflex being integrated, it stays active. If it stays active, it causes a block in the higher brain functioning to control the body. So how do primitive reflexes affect my child if they've stayed active past that first year of life? Well, we see primitive reflexes present in many areas of a child if they stay active. We can see it in their academic achievements, we can see it in their behavior, and we can also see it in their social abilities. So there are a handful of primitive reflexes that we're going to go over in this next video series to explain to you how they're affecting your child, and then we'll talk about how do we overcome them so that your child can be free of these restraints. We're going to cover 8 of the primitive reflexes. These reflexes are the ones that generally are causing the most grief for kids. We're going to go through each one in the following videos, and we're going to explain to you how they're affecting your child, how you might be seeing it in their schoolwork, in their behavior, in their social interactions, and then we're going to talk about how you can overcome them. If you believe that primitive reflexes are affecting your child, please join me at my website. We've developed a program there where we can help you test for the primitive reflexes so you know which ones might be active, and we walk you through exercises that you can do in your home for the next 30 to 90 days that can help your child break free of these reflexes.